Joining us now, Congressman Brandon Gill. Congressman, it's great to see you again. Is there going to be a potential land strike on land in Venezuela? Because the opposition leader, Nobel Peace Prize winner Maria Machado, is saying that is, quote, imminent. This is after years of Venezuela taking advantage of and exploiting and abusing America.
Well, listen, that's yet to be seen. But what you see from the president is exactly how foreign policy should be conducted. He's identifying a clear American strategic interest, in this case, stopping the flood of deadly narcotics into American communities. He's pursuing that interest aggressively, in this case, again, by blowing up drug boats and outside of our border. And then he's being willing to sit down with the culprits, the Maduro regime, to discuss other alternative ways to pursue our interests that would be perhaps more peaceful and better for both parties. I think that's exactly the realism that the American people want from our government. The American people want a federal government that is looking out for them. We can either stop these drugs outside of our borders, stop them from poisoning our people, or we can allow them to come into the country, and we can bury our children and our fellow countrymen because of these drugs. And President Trump is stopping them from coming in, and I think that is the appropriate and just response
yeah,
here.
you know, the numbers are stunning. Under Joe Biden, you know, we lost the equivalent in population of Atlanta, Georgia, more than 500,000 people killed from 2021 2024 from drugs. The biggest aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald Ford, now in the Caribbean. A large U.S. strike group has taken up positions off of Venezuela's northern coast. It's like a dozen significant military assets and buildups in the Caribbean in years. So what do you expect will come next?
Well, I think we're sending a clear signal right now that we're not going to tolerate foreign actors sending drugs into the United States. Listen, if any foreign actor were sending chemical agents into the United States, every American would expect our government to stop those from coming in. They would expect us to use military force if necessary, and that's exactly what we're doing. I think that the president's been very clear here, and the ball is in the Maduro regime's court. Are they going to actually step up to the plate and work with us and stop the flow of deadly drugs or not?
And criminals. I mean, innocent Americans have been raped. They've been murdered by Tren Aragua gang members, dangerous criminal cartel members out of Venezuela. Let's take a listen to Pawn Stars star Rick Harrison. He gave President Trump a shout out for the work the president is doing to stop drugs coming into the U.S. Watch this.
These are weapons of mass destruction that people are trying to bring into this country. Whatever we have to do to stop it from coming in this country, I mean, if he saves 100 people, my God, it's incredible. I mean, but like 100,000 people a year dying, something's got to be done, and these people are terrorists, and it's no different than a nuclear bomb.
So, you know, Rick Harrison, it's so painful. He lost his own son to an overdose from fentanyl. This is someone who truly understands the cost of losing someone they love dearly to drug overdoses and dangerous drugs pouring into the U.S.
Yes, listen, over 100,000 Americans die every single year from deadly narcotics coming from Latin America. And we have a choice. Are we going to stop them from coming across our borders, or are we going to tolerate this? And President Trump is saying that we are no longer going to tolerate foreign governments and foreign actors poisoning our people.
Congressman Brandon Gill, always a pleasure to see you again, sir. Thanks for coming on.